Here's a typical scenario.
You check your credit score, it's 750. You feel good about it, confident even, so you apply for a credit card. And you're denied. No warning or explanation that makes sense, just denied. How is that possible? Because the number you've been obsessing over isn't actually what got evaluated. Most people think credit works like a pass-fail test. Hit 700, you're good. Below 650, you're out. The score is the gatekeeper. That belief feels obvious, it feels logical, and honestly, the entire system trains you to believe it. Every credit app shows you a number. Every article talks about the score you need for a car loan or mortgage. Credit card offers say things like excellent credit required, and your brain automatically translates that into a specific range. So you assume that when you apply, a lender looks at your score, compares it to a cutoff, and decides yes or no. But that's not how it works, not even close. My name is Mandy, and I spend an unreasonable amount of time obsessing over how credit and money actually function in real life, not how they're simplified in dashboards, apps, or casual advice. Because when people get denied for credit, the confusion isn't just frustrating, it's costly. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why two people with similar scores can get completely opposite outcomes, why your credit profile matters more than you think, what lenders are really evaluating behind the scenes, and how to stop fixating on a number that isn't even the main character in your financial story. Let's start with a simple truth that clears up most of the confusion. You are not approved or denied because of your credit score. You are approved or denied because of your credit profile. The score is just a summary, and summaries never tell the whole story. A credit score is a calculation, a formula. It takes dozens of data points from your credit report and compresses them into a single number designed to predict one thing: how likely you are to repay debt based on past behavior. That's it. Useful? Yes. Complete? Not even remotely. Because when you apply for credit, lenders don't just see the score, they see everything behind it. They see whether you've missed payments recently, how many accounts you've opened in the last 6 or 12 months, how close your balances are to your limits, how long you've had a credit, whether there are collections, charge-offs, or serious delinquencies. And yes, they look at your income and overall financial capacity. That full picture is your credit profile, and every one of those details can outweigh the score itself. Imagine you have a 680 score. Not amazing, not terrible. You have 2 credit cards, they've both been open for a few years. You pay on time, your balances are low, your income is stable. So you apply for a new card and get approved. Now imagine someone else with a 750 score. On paper, they look stronger, but behind that number, they've opened several new accounts recently. They're carrying high balances. Maybe their income dropped not too long ago. Maybe there was a late payment within the last year. They apply for the same loan, a credit card, a car loan, even a mortgage, and they're denied. If the score were king, the 750 wins every time. But that's not what happened, because the lender didn't just see a number, they saw behavior. And right now, even though they have a high score, the behavior looked risky. This is why denial letters almost never say, "Your score is too low." Instead, they say things like, "Too many recent inquiries," "Balances too high relative to limits," "Recent delinquency," "Insufficient credit history," "Income doesn't support the requested credit." Those are not score problems, those are profile problems. The score didn't fail you, the profile raised a concern. And if all you're watching is the number, those concerns stay invisible until the moment you apply and get blindsided. Let's talk about income for a second, because this is where credit starts to feel deeply unfair. You can do everything right for decades, pay on time, keep balances reasonable, build a strong history. Your score climbs into the high 700s. Then life happens. Illness, job loss, disability, retirement, your income drops. Then you apply for a loan and get denied. Not because your score changed or your history disappeared, but because right now, today, the lender doesn't believe the monthly payment fits your current situation. Income isn't even part of your credit score calculation, but it absolutely affects approval. That disconnect is where a lot of frustration comes from. You're thinking, look at my track record. The lender is thinking, can this obligation realistically be handled going forward? Those are two different questions. Understanding that difference keeps you from taking denials personally. Here's another angle to look at this from. Credit scores come from credit profiles, not the other way around. Your behavior creates the profile produces the score. So when something in your profile changes, good or bad, the score eventually reflects it. But lenders often react to the profile before the score fully adjusts. That's why you can fix things, see your score improve, and still get denied. Nothing is broken, the system just hasn't forgotten yet. Credit is pattern-based. Paying late and then paying off the balance doesn't erase the late payment. Opening too many accounts quickly doesn't disappear because your utilization is low. A clean present doesn't instantly cancel a messy recent past. Timing matters, recency matters, patterns matter. This is where most people make the wrong move. They get denied and they assume the solution is to raise their score. So they obsess over utilization. They wait for points to come back. They watch the number climb. Then they apply again. Still denied. Because the actual issue, a recent late payment, too many new accounts, or unstable income, didn't change. The score improved, but the profile didn't. That's the forest for the trees problem. You're zoomed in on one number while the decision is being made on the full picture. So here's the better question to ask. Stop asking, what score do I need for this? Start asking, what does my profile need to look like for this? That shift changes everything. Instead of chasing a number, you start paying attention to what lenders actually evaluate. How recent is your payment history? How many accounts have you opened lately? How much credit are you actively using? How long have you been managing credit overall? Does your situation look stable right now? Ironically, when you focus on those things, your score usually improves on its own. Now, does your credit score matter at all? Yes, it's a shortcut, a quick temperature check. In some cases, like mortgages, there are minimum score requirements. But even there, if your score is low, it's because something in your profile is pulling it down. The score is the symptom, the profile is the cause. Improving your profile naturally improves your score over time, but improving your score does not automatically fix your profile. That's the distinction most people miss. If you find this video helpful, consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the like button. My goal is to help you walk into financial decisions informed, confident, and prepared, not guessing and not surprised. Here's what I want you to remember. Your credit score is a signal. Your credit profile is the evidence. Lenders don't make decisions based on signals. They make decisions based on evidence. Focus on building a profile that shows you're reliable, stable, and capable of handling debt responsibly. The score will reflect that over time, but the profile is what actually gets you approved.